You are live. Look at that. Let's see if it pops up there.
What up?
See if people can hear. What's going on, everybody? We're on, what was this? Coffee and Comics on the Bueller bus.
That's right. What do you mean, what is this? Is your show?
I don't know, man. It's early in the morning.
It is pretty early.
Normally, I film this early a Saturday, but now we're doing live shows. And I got a guest. I got my buddy Jim Mint. How you doing today?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. He let me stay in the street.
Hey, I told you could have had the back of the house, the side.
Yeah, but the street was fine, and he wanted to piss off his neighbors.
Well, our neighbors, we have more cars on the streets than we do in the driveways. So I said, "Now, please park this shit on the streets.
Yeah,
give them a taste of their own medicine." So we got this big obstruction in the road right now.
It's pretty cool. It looks good though. It looks good next to the house, right?
No, it's not. You have space, but it's not really a big obstruction. Actually, it's like a regular car parked on the side of the road. It's like a big SUV.
Yeah, well, a little bit bigger.
A little bit bigger, but it's not like overly extended into
that's true.
One way or the other, you know?
That's true. Hey, we always start off with the coffee that we're drinking. And what are you drinking today, Jim?
So this is like a treat for me.
It is a treat.
Normally, I just brew a quick K-cup in the house, Walmart brand. But I'm always a big fan of the Circle K gas station coffee.
Nice.
I like to do the hazelnut coffee with the hazelnut creamer. They didn't have the hazelnut creamer. I was a little upset. So I went French vanilla. But I don't know. That's what I like. I don't know. I'm not the fancy coffee guru.
Yeah.
So this is actually a treat for me. Super excited actually to be drinking this right now.
There you go. Well, I got Comics on Coffee, as you guys know. You know, they kind of sponsor the show and everything.
I want to try it.
He's got a couple of them there. I'm going to give him a few more and stuff. But it's just straight black coffee, and it's good. Now, Jim's kind of a coffee virgin.
Yeah.
We went to a coffee shop yesterday. It was like a horror theme thing. It's just really a lot of fun because you got to meet an old friend. And it was their last day at that location.
Should I give a little bit more?
Yeah, go ahead.
So we're in El Paso, Texas, and I had a coworker of mine, like 3 months before the pandemic. She left the job that we worked at together. She was in management, upper management. She was there 18 years. And I was like, I right away respected it because you know how I am. I'm a super hustler. So I'm like, yo, she left like that to start her own business. I was like, yo. Then the pandemic hit. She wasn't able to open. I was like, damn, she picked the worst time.
Yeah.
But I've been meaning to check up on her. I haven't. I'm terrible. But I heard she was doing well. So I was like, all right, cool. That's good to know. You know. Anyway, so this guy's with us. We're on the way back from El Paso Comic-Con. I'm like, yo, you're a coffee guy. Let's go to the Coffee House of Hell. It's a themed coffee joint. It's all horror themed. I'm like, you're not going to find this shit exact one anywhere else. So we go there. Sure enough, she's there. I haven't seen her in 2 years, whatever. And it's their last day. They're literally putting stuff in a U-Haul.
Yeah, it's right in the front of the building.
Because they're moving locations to somewhere in Texas, like not El Paso. So they're still doing good.
Yeah.
But it's like, what are the chances that I saw her on the last day and I was with Bueller and I had a coffee and I don't know what to order. I'm the type of guy, I go to Starbucks, I don't know what to order.
Yeah, he was struggling.
I don't know. I just want a coffee that tastes sweet, but that's hot.
Yeah, but you didn't get a hot one. You got a cold one.
And I got a cold one.
First time ever.
But I was actually considering a cold one because we haven't been talking about it.
Yeah.
But how the hell did I end up with a cold one?
You didn't order a cold one, did you?
I didn't order a cold one.
It was meant to be.
It was a latte, right?
No. It was just I don't know exactly what you got. But you liked it, right?
Gave me an iced latte. I mean, it was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you get it again?
I would get it again.
I tried to get him to get a Frappuccino, but he's not quite there yet.
Well, because I'm on my health thing. So I mean I love Frappuccinos. Forget it. McDonald's Frappuccinos, Starbucks Frappuccinos, a vanilla bean, all that stuff. Yeah. I like it, believe me. But trying to watch my calories, and all that.
Yeah, you're looking good, man. You're like, I mean, you've lost like 200 pounds.
I lost like 85 pounds. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna that number a little bit wrong, but you look good.
Appreciate it. Thank
you.
Yeah, feel good.
Let's say hello.
I got my phone right here.
Some of the people in the chat here. We had a $5 super chat from Micah Knight.
So right over there. What?
Yeah, I'm dying.
He was hitting the weed too hard.
My daughter's in the chat. Come on, man.
He didn't hit it that hard.
He says, "Good day, Bueller, Jim, and world. At 11 p.m. Wild Turkey American Honey Nightcap here in Sydney. Awesome. We get a lot of people from overseas because we start so early.
I know how it goes.
Old man Bob, hello. TMX, hello. Thomas, hello. Eric, hello. Unruly Simeon, what's up, man? Psychedelic Comics, how you doing?
So you don't need this with any creamer, is what you're saying?
I mean, you can, sure, but
I should try it and pour it in here. No.
Normally, what I do, I 3 cups of coffee, black coffee, 1 with creamer, and then back to the.
So
black
you do with creamer?
Yeah, every now and then, if I want a little sweetness.
You had me thinking it was like creamers were for like wussies or something, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't want to break your heart on the first day. Derek, what's going on? Just a little podcast. How you doing? The Rogue Trader, my good friend. How you doing? Of course, I said this. My daughter Paige is in the chat. How you doing, Paige? Love you. Had a great time with her for a few days and stuff. I was telling her I got to meet her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Good guy.
Cool.
Good guy. So I'm very happy about that.
I heard all about it. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, I approve.
Yeah, we both have 2 kids. He's got a couple girls, I got a girl and a boy and stuff, and
mine's about to turn 18 and 14 now, and then she's about to be 18, so I'm going to be in your shoes in a little bit, it sounds like.
Yeah. It'll creep up on you pretty fast.
Not looking forward to that.
Simon, all right, how you doing? Our good friend Robbie from Pop Culture Philosophers.
Station.
How you doing, Robbie? Good to see you. I'm looking forward to.
I was gonna say I'm jealous that you get to go see Robbie.
Yeah.
On Free Comic Book Day.
Yeah, we haven't announced that yet, so thanks.
You heard it here first.
So that's the plan. I'm gonna try to make it to Robbie's shop on Free Comic Book Day.
But also, when is that?
It's the 7th or the 9th. It's May the 7th.
Your timing has got to be, precise to make that happen.
Plenty of time.
Yeah, but I mean, you go too late, you go too early.
Yeah.
So a lot can happen between now and the 7th.
Yeah. John Castle, hello.
Can we get a mic check? Do we sound all right?
I think we do. Yeah. Nobody said anything. Marvin, hello. We sound pretty good. Let me know you guys. 9 Square Genius, what's going on? But God, that's funny you gave that away. That's awesome. Bueller Jim, how you doing?
Well, you got to tell me beforehand. I told you some beforehand shit.
That's true. Blackbox Comics, what's up, you guys? Appreciate you. Looks like we might be doing something together, so I'm excited. We'll talk about that this week. Max Sausage Gaming, awesome. DC Patrol, how you doing? Just a lot of people in here. Two Brothers Comics, what's up? We got about 80 people in the chat already this morning. So anyway, let's go ahead and we talk about what we've been doing.
Okay.
So I got into town yesterday. Kind of you knew I was coming. You didn't really know exactly when I was coming.
Right.
So I messaged you, I think the night before.
Well, I had an idea it might have been this weekend because you mentioned El Paso Comic-Con, but again, so you came, but whatever, we was ready for you. Yeah, so I got here and he was a little sleepy and stuff. That's okay. And I was like, come on, man, get up, because I knew you had a show in the morning. Yeah. And I talked to you the night before because I was at Cracker Barrel a couple hours away. Yeah. And that's where I slept that night. Right. And then got here and we're like, okay, let's do the show. Right. Let's do your Sunday show and stuff. And that was interesting because I got to see the house. Right. So tell the people about that. What is your experience like? You've seen my videos for 4 years. Yes. Right. Yes. What is it like actually being in the room? Does it feel the same? Does it feel familiar?
No, it's a reverse of what it should be. It's reverse. The room is smaller and the shit is bigger. And that's what it is.
So I tell you, I look at myself on camera. It feels like I'm this little thing with all this space around me. But when you're in there, it's like you're being engulfed by shelves and collectibles. And it's like, it's not a lot of space really to walk around. There's not like a lot of space for two big guys to chill. No, not at all. There's one desk with a chair. I brought in tables.
No, the room itself was a lot smaller.
It's not that it's small. It's just that it feels small because
there's a lot of stuff in there.
Right. It's packed to the gills.
Yeah, with all the books and stuff that you got, and then all the statues. Yeah. And the statues, to me, I'm not a huge statue guy. I've never seen a lot of your statues up close. Right. And I was blown away on the size.
Well, I have a lot of big statues.
Yeah, I mean, they're humongous and stuff. I didn't realize that's how big they were. I mean, I watched your individual reviews. Right. And those, how you shoot the angle and stuff, they look really big. Right. But when you're in the background, they don't look as big. Gotcha. But man, they're huge. And I was like, man, this is awesome. And like when you were like getting ready, I was like touching them a little bit. just a little bit.
Well, I left them up there by himself. This thing could kind of wander around and,
Yeah. And then you have your arcade room next to it. And guess the same thing. Yeah. It's just kind of a little.
There's no. Oh, that space is too small for the arcade. Yeah, for sure.
Just a little hallway, with all the arcade machines.
It's a loft, but it's like the width of a long hallway. Well, when you have all the machines, you're left with a little strip to walk through. You know what I'm saying?
just enough to fit down there with everything.
Right.
But the other thing I noticed, like in the other part of your house, with your big glass cases,
the module cases,
those are humongous.
Yeah,
and those are just that threw me for a loop.
Well, that's
those
the first thing you saw.
Yeah,
the Berserk display. So the collection is taking over the house. You know, we're moving now.
Mm.
We're actually closing on a new house June 30th, and we're like tripling the size of the house.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll have more space. But you know what? I'm like looking at pre-orders and like new stuff coming out. I'm like, I'm gonna run out of space in the new house.
Yeah.
But you know, we'll see how it goes.
Although he showed me some pictures of the house.
Yeah.
And I'll just say that, but definitely you're gonna have more room.
The basement is huge.
Yeah. So that's pretty exciting to see what you're gonna do.
Oh, I'm gonna go all out. I'm gonna put some money into it. I'm gonna go all epoxy floors.
Yeah.
And I want it to have like a marble design. I want like a high class look. And then I want to get built-in shelves everywhere. I'm not doing garage shelves, IKEA furniture anymore. I want to get all custom built to accommodate the statues and the books.
Are you gonna theme it a little bit?
So here's my thing. I could go any way I want, but I'm thinking I'm going to go with a more museum look, maybe like white shells with classy, soft white lights, maybe with an LED look, because for the set, I do like the colors.
Yeah.
But I want it to be built in floor to ceiling, so it's just going to be super clean.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the theme that I'm looking for.
I don't know, man. I think you should go all Batcave.
That's a good idea, man. I mean, I'm going to be talking to these people, and who knows where the conversation will go. You know, maybe not Batcave, but it could be the Daily Bugle. It could be the TMNT Sewers. Who the hell? There's really no limit to what I could do, because not for nothing, I could put some money into it. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, I'm excited to see it, and of course, you'll be filming all this stuff and sharing it with us.
I'm going to be definitely sharing when we close the raw tour, new house tour with nothing done. Then there's going to be some renovation stuff, and then the collection, you know, and then leading up to the end of the year room tour.
Yeah,
which is kind of like, I think what my channel has been building towards every year. It's like, what's the end of the year? How are you ending with the collection?
Yeah. And
every year it seems to get bigger and better. So now my whole plan is like, all right, this year is going to be the craziest one yet. Yeah. It's going to be hard to actually top it, I would say.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to trying.
Yeah. Like I said, he showed me like the raw pictures of the house, the inside and everything. He's definitely got a lot more stuff to work with.
Yeah.
Because like I said, it is the house. I mean, it's your house you're in right now is great.
Yeah.
But you've got a lot of stuff.
We outgrew it.
Yeah. And with the family of 4 and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
And who knows? You have more kids coming?
No.
You're done?
We're done.
Okay.
We've been done. So yeah, we lost all of our common area space. So I'm looking forward to getting that back for the family. So, you know, you don't have a horror berserk display where your kitchen should be or your dining room should be. So, and
you had mentioned yesterday, I mean, you guys have got other plans. I mean, you mentioned yesterday on the show that Fee wants to start selling some she goes
thrift. She's a thrifter.
Fee,
Fee, let me tell you, my wife is so fucking cool, man. She is an avid thrifter.
I gotta give her, you guys are great. I really enjoyed watching you guys. They are a team.
Oh,
they are a team, and that's pretty awesome. Mm-hmm. And they're totally in it together for the Gem Empire, if you want to call it that, the Gem Empire. Yeah. They're totally in it together. So
the Gem Empire.
Cool. Yeah.
No, like I told you, she is more so than what you've even seen. So she's great. I forgot where I was going with that though.
Well, I just
do other things. Oh, so she's been an avid thrifter before it was cool.
Yeah.
So we have like her shit. How many shirts does she have?
Oh, just tons.
She has mountains of graphic tees, some vintage, some just, you know, she found thrifting. So I've been saying I want to start her channel where we go on these thrift hunts.
Yeah.
And she repurposes them. She makes these cool duffel bags out of that vintage tees and jeans, like bright green jeans for like a Hulk bag or something. And then we're on Whatnot, you know, we're Whatnot selling comics. So I want to start selling stuff that she doesn't plan to repurpose, or stuff that we can't wear, or even my old shirts.
Yeah.
I got 2X, 3X, 5X graphic tees.
You don't need those anymore.
And, you know, if they sell for $1, I don't care. I'd rather just somebody get them. It's not like I'm trying to make a lot of money on it, but I would rather give it to people who would appreciate it than just donate it back to the thrift.
Yeah.
Which we would just buy anyway. And, you know, so you know what I'm saying? So I think we're going to get into some thrifting stuff, man. I think we're going to do the sales on our Whatnot.
She was really into it. I mean,
she's into
it. Sounds like she really wants to do
it.
That's
her thing, yeah.
Hey, I want to say thank you to Cal L for the $50 super chat first thing in the morning. That's a nice little chunk for gas right there. So
gas ain't cheap. I just filled up at that gas station.
How much was it?
It was less because I had like a quarter tank.
Oh, okay, yeah. I told people $165.
Yeah, I think I
filled the Bueller bus.
I think I did like $75 just now.
It is what it is.
You know, that's funny. That's when you said that. When I was thinking about you yesterday, I'm like, man, this guy's got to do this road trip during like one of the worst gas hikes of all time, except for.
I was not anticipating that.
But here's the thing, though. It's like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You're making money, and that's just the cost of doing business right now.
I wouldn't hold off because of that.
You can't hold off because of that. That's what I'm saying.
So, but you know what? Like you said, it is what it is. But actually, in your state, where we're at, the gas is a little bit cheaper.
It's always been, right now we're in El Paso, Texas. It's always been super cheap here. It's high now compared to what it is, but relative to like other states, we're still probably pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey, you're getting money today, man. I'm a good luck charm.
The Rogue Trader says, please consider joining the Patreon so Bueller gets more to fund his journey. YouTube takes way too much. They do take a nice little chunk.
30%.
Thank you, Rogue Trader, for
but
that. Appreciate
they also
that.
give us the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So
that's true.
It's another. It is what it is. You know.
The whole reason you guys are here is because of the platform YouTube, and that's what we're on.
They deserve to get paid. You know, it's all right.
Maybe not as much.
But there is. But the Road Trainer's right. There's ways to support people that you really enjoy like that. You know what I mean?
Ronnie Boy, how you doing? Appreciate you joining us today. Mary Jane's Comics and Collectibles. Hello, how are you? So anyway, yesterday we filmed the show. That was a lot of fun. I appreciate you having me on. You know, we had a good conversation.
Yeah, it was fun.
About random stuff. Really.
That's what it is. You know, you can't script stuff like that. You know what I really thought was even cooler than that is after the show we go to the con, which was cool. We could talk about that. But after that, we both come back. I go inside to record a video. He comes in here to do his video. We're working. Don't talk to me. I won't talk to you. And we'll meet up for dinner. So 3-4 hours later, we went out and had dinner. But we got work done. I'm super happy because I've been just I was in a little bit of a YouTube slump. And now I'm back on my bullshit. I got a video dropping right now in 2 hours. I got one ready for tomorrow. So I'm back on my daily grind again. And I liked how we both had that kind of, hey, we got to work right now. Catch you later. You know,
we're both in the same boat. We both see things very similar to how the YouTube system works.
Well, we both treat it like a job. But a good job, a job that you enjoy.
Oh yeah, it's the best job in the world because we're doing what we like.
That's what I'm saying.
And we get to, I get to travel the United States doing this because of this.
It's anything you make it. That's what I love about it. That's why I like how we have similar mentalities but take different paths. Like I'm looking at it like, okay, I'm gonna grow. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna expand. And you're like, shit, man. I'm trying to see things. I'm trying to drive and travel. So it's like the hobby. I always said the hobby could fund itself, but it can even do so much more. It could. The sky's the limit on where you could take it, and not just us. I mean, we're just the same as anyone else here. If you as much as you put into it is how much you'll get out of it. And the hobby itself can give so much.
I'm calling it right now. I gotta say. By the time this is the next bus tour right here. This Fee is really into this thing.
Well, Fee is super jealous because she's about this life. She wants to have a small bus. She wants to make a tiny home. She wants to travel in an RV. And doing something like this, there was actually a channel that I was friends with, both of them, and I still keep in touch here and there, called Comic Trips. I don't know if you've ever seen them. So they
unfortunately they are divorced.
Right, it sucks, man. But it's like because I would watch them before I had YouTube. And,
that was a while ago. That was years ago.
But I knew them from Instagram, and I would talk to them both. Paul and his cat, I believe. But they had a good show, well edited too. And there's a big void when they stopped doing that. The traveling to LCS's thing. I would do it every now and then, just when I was at a con. But you're doing it. I mean, you're doing the traveling and hitting all the shops. I tell you, you need them stickers, man. Them Bueller stickers got to be slapped on the front of every shop. Good promotion.
I gotta get it done. But I do think that you guys are going to be doing it. I do. See,
it's somewhere in the future.
See you guys take it. Maybe not all the time,
right?
Year long, but like, hey, let's go on a trip for a couple months. Let's go hit the West Coast. Let's go hit the East Coast. Whatever it is. And I can totally see you and Fee pulling that off.
Definitely.
And I don't know if you'd build a bus, but
I'm the type that I probably would buy one. I'm a little bit more bougie like that.
He is.
I'm not a hands-on crafty person. Fee thinks she could do it. She wants to take on the world. But then she realizes into it that this is a little bit harder than I thought.
So let me just say this: when that day comes, and maybe it's years down the road, and maybe I've stopped doing this, I want to join you, caravan.
Imagine that it'll be a nice throwback episode.
Exactly.
But you're already planning my whole future over here.
Hey man, I just calling it how I see it. Right?
Yeah, but I mean it's a natural progression. Eventually, you want to start traveling and seeing things, and even with the channel now. I'm a homebody. We talked about this.
Yes.
I don't like doing shit. I like to stay home and chill. If I'm out somewhere the whole time, I'm thinking, damn, I wish I was home. That being said, since I started the channel, I visited more states than I've ever visited. Going to cons, going to San Diego, going to New York. and Phoenix, Vegas, all that shit I've only done since I've had the channel.
Yeah.
I used to be in Florida. I never left.
Sure.
And now I'm everywhere,
Yeah. We went, like he was saying, we went to a con yesterday and we were there about 10 minutes. So, you ready to go?
First of all,
you ready to go home?
You look like you was ready to go too. I mean,
I wasn't ready to go.
You weren't ready?
No, man, I wanted to stay, but I didn't want to say nothing.
He's full of shit.
It's your show.
He's full of shit. Yo, I mean, the thing is, shout out to Troy. Hit him up during the live.
Yeah.
He hit us with passes. And, Troy, I met him when we had like 4,000 subscribers. And I went to El Paso Comic-Con to get footage.
Yeah.
And I've been just, keeping in touch with him ever since. But the con was just like a lot of vendors. There was maybe 5 comic vendors and everything else was just knickknacks and stuff.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really like...
And they didn't have any creators there.
Well, they had a couple.
Sam De La Rosa.
Sam De La Rosa was there.
Who was
they
always
had
there.
Mick Foley was there. Wrestler.
Yeah, they did have some celebrities. But as far as creators, which is kind of surprising, I thought it was a decent con.
Yeah.
I thought they would have more creators because I think in the past they probably did.
Well, he normally does, but I'm sure it's been hard to secure guests and stuff,
David Positive, thank you so much for the super chat. We also got Comics on Coffee in the house. There you go. And as you guys know, we're drinking the coffee.
What's up, TM Nerdy? You got a Keurig for this?
I do. It's right there.
Let's get this going, no?
It takes a while.
Wow.
But, you know what? This isn't on demand.
I thought we were a fully functional set over here.
It does work, but it's, it's kind of different. It's not regular electricity. So, okay.
It takes a little while to warm up.
Exactly. Descending Climax, how you doing, my friend? Appreciate you. I was telling you, I got to hang out with him at Albuquerque.
That's right. You just mentioned that.
Yeah, and they're really cool. I got to tell you this. I've had the opportunity now to travel to a few states.
Right.
I've had the opportunity to hang out with fellow YouTubers.
Right.
Eric the Road Trader is in here right now. First time I actually got to meet them.
Mm-hmm.
First time I actually got to meet you. We've known each other for years.
But never met in person. But it's so weird because you don't even, it doesn't feel like that.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, I've known him.
It's always, you're really tall or you're really short.
That's exactly what it is.
The height thing never correlates until you see him in person.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. And, but like Descending Climax, somebody who doesn't do YouTube, but yet is part of the community.
Right.
I got to hang out with him and a bunch of other people as well. I got to meet up with people who are fans of the show or have watched the show.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I really wanted to do on the trip.
Yeah, for sure.
Is meet everyone.
Well, that's the best thing about going to cons.
Yes.
Yeah, for us, it's like you're interacting with people that you see their names. You know what I mean? So now that you see them in person, it's a whole different dynamic.
Does make a big difference because we ran into a couple people yesterday that knew and watched the shows and stuff like that. You know? Yeah. And they noticed me first. Obviously, I'm a bigger guy.
They noticed right away,
and they're like, "You know that gem guy?" I go, "Oh, this guy right here." But the con was pretty good. I mean, I got some books.
Yeah, I bought 3 slabs to use for whatnot giveaways.
Yeah,
some 9.8 Venom variants and stuff.
And I actually got my books right here.
Yeah,
I'm just going to show some of the stuff I got.
I should have brought mine. I didn't think of it.
I didn't buy a lot. We were just kind of. It was very last minute and very just kind of relaxed. We didn't. We were just kind of hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
Fee bought some patches.
Yep, a ton of patches. Spent like $100 in patches.
But I got all these ones for $1 a piece.
Yep.
And this is the Good Asian.
That's a good pickup
number one,
right?
Yeah, for $1. And then they had the variant as well.
Oh, there you go.
And that was $1 also. I haven't read this one yet.
Me neither. I think Robbie likes it, but
yeah. Actually, Tom covered it a little bit on his channel.
Tom loves the indies, right?
Yeah, here's number 2. Tom likes, what's that one that he likes? The My Little Ponies. The IDW My Little Ponies.
Does he like that?
Yeah, he loves it.
He's a brony?
Oh, yeah, big time. He's got the costumes and everything.
I guess he did.
Crossover number 1, which I always buy. These.
Oh, wow, yeah. There you go.
Just a big. Are you reading Crossover?
Yeah, I did. I like it.
What did you think about when Donny Cates kind of became the hero?
Is that what he did at the last?
I think so. Here's Heavy. I just like that cover.
I like Donny Cates because that's what I would do.
Yeah.
I'm the type of narcissistic guy that would put myself in my own comic and then make me the hero.
There you go.
And the villain.
Did you read this, Stake?
No.
Stake number 1. There you go. What about Silver City? Read this one?
Nope.
No.
The only thing from Aftershock I think I was reading was Out of Body, which I think you got next.
I did. I asked you about it if you read it, so I picked that up as well. Out of Body was
good. I think Baby Teeth, obviously, but I only read the hardcover of it. That's Donny Cates as well.
This was my big purchase.
Okay.
I spent a whopping $10 on this one, and that's Web of Spider-Man.
We could segue that into the ASL.
I know. That's what I was thinking. Web of Spider-Man. This is the first appearance of Tombstone. And so that's what I got. And a couple of doubles here, and that's about it. But this Web of Spider-Man was $10. And that booth that we were at, who had this stuff, had a lot of great Silver Age books.
He had like almost full runs of Fantastic Four, Avengers. Like it didn't have the big keys, but I'm looking through issues 30s through 60s. Like, okay, what's going on in here?
And they were nice.
Because I wasn't looking for FF 48, 49, but I was looking for like maybe a little bit minor Silver Age keys during that time. Like, what do you have between Black Bolt and Humans during that run and those issues? You had, I don't know, the Adam Warlock stuff or whatever. So
yeah, he had some nice books. I was impressed.
They were nice, clean, man.
Yeah. But anyway, like you said, segue. This had Tombstone in it. Okay.
Yeah.
Both of us had a chance to read the big book that's coming out this week.
ASM
that has 65 covers to it,
and it has it's oversized.
Yeah. Amazing Spider-Man #1 comes out this Wednesday.
Zeb Wells, John Romita Jr.
Yep. So,
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
I thought it was super boring.
Yeah. So
But Tombstone is the main villain,
yes,
which is the saving grace of the book. I like where they're going with Tombstone. What's the deal? So his daughter is dating a kid, which is is it Robbie?
No, let me tell you, Tombstone doesn't look like Tombstone that much in here because Romita does not draw him.
Nah, he almost looks like Chameleon.
He does.
He looks like Chameleon.
And so I was a little thrown off. I was like, is that the same guy?
The art wasn't that good.
Yeah.
Sometimes some panels were really good though.
Yeah, Romita's hit and miss.
So here's my thing. I'm reading. I'm up to date with Spider-Man for the most part. Like I read the Beyond stuff. Peter Parker was in a coma. I'm assuming this is him coming back from that, but he's acting a little out of character. They're introducing his ex-roommate, which I don't think we've seen since sometime in the Nick Klein run,
that was.
Which I dropped the Nick Klein run, so I didn't really understand the relationship. I thought Peter Parker was written very poorly. I didn't think it felt like Peter Parker at all. I like the Tombstone stuff and the fact that the roommate is wanting to ask the daughter's hand in marriage and asks Tombstone.
Yeah.
And then somebody's wanting to take. I don't want to give too much spoilers, but
yeah, I didn't understand the beginning when he's talking to Aunt May, and she's like, "You let me down."
I thought that was a flashback to when he was telling her he was Spider-Man.
Okay,
but I don't
think it was.
I don't know what it was.
It was confusing. It wasn't a good start to this, and
this was not an accessible jump on point for Spider-Man fans.
No, you had to know the other stuff from the other books.
If you dropped Nick Klein's run and you were waiting for a jumping on point, this ain't it.
Yeah.
How is that, right? That's terrible.
A stupid mistake.
Stupid mistake.
And
I'm gonna stick with it. It's not like I hated it. It just was not a strong #1 issue.
Yeah. You didn't know they were talking if he's up to date with other stuff.
Right.
I'm not.
I'm more up to date and I'm lost as well.
Yeah.
Put it like that.
I'm not. I didn't read the other stuff recently and stuff, so I didn't know what was going on. And they referenced multiple times the backstory from what happened for the other series.
Right.
It wasn't just like once or twice.
Yeah.
All the way through the book.
And they're skipping. They're not even referencing Beyond. They're referencing the arcs prior to that.
Yeah.
So it's almost like, okay, Beyond was the Ben Reilly story. I guess we don't need to know that right now.
Yeah.
I guess, which now that I'm saying it out loud justifies it, but still.
Sure.
It's like you're referencing some old ass shit that I don't know.
Yeah. No, I was a little disappointed. I was looking forward to it because I wanted a new Spider-Man. I think we've all wanted a new Spider-Man for a while.
Yes.
I know Robbie's reviewed Spider-Man over the last few years.
Interested to see what he's going to say about this.
Yeah, because he was really frustrated with what is going on.
Well, he was reading the point.
Yeah. It was just, it wasn't going anywhere.
That shit was going nowhere fast.
So I'm looking forward to Robbie's review on that one.
Yes.
See what he says. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe he is like, oh, totally gets it.
That could,
but I doubt it. I doubt it.
That could happen. It's happened before, which what I like when we could just be honest, and review it how we like it.
Yeah.
We both happen to not like this one. Definitely want to see what he says though.
Did you look at anything else last night?
As far as what, reading?
Books, yeah.
I read shit. Somebody's Killing the Children, Berserker. I read all the Image titles I was going to read. They have a new #1.
Sure.
Hey, where's my phone? Oh, right here.
It's right there.
you know what's coming? You know what's here? This book that you guys should check out. Bloodstained Teeth.
Oh, nice.
I think it's by the same... No, it's not. It's by Christian Ward and Patrice Reynolds. It's a vampire story. But they were like this. Look, we're going to do a vampire book. It's going to be the vampire story.
Yeah.
Like they're fleshing it out and they're putting so much depth and richness into the story that you're like, okay, I didn't want a vampire story, but I want to see where this world goes. Super dope. I read that one and I started reading Thor. I guess it's an oversized
Yeah, it is.
issue.
I started reading Thor too.
I've read the Donny Cates story. Good. Yeah. Little eulogy to...
Yeah, it's multiple stories.
Yeah, to Odin. And then I was just too tired, so I got to finish that up. And that's the last thing I have to read until I get my physical copies today.
Well,
the DC books, the rest of the Marvel.
Yeah. No, I haven't read anything else but those 3. There was another X-Men title that was on the list.
Oh, hated it.
It wasn't very good.
So here's my thing, guys. I'm not a fan. Hold on, man. Fix it. I'm not really a big fan of Excalibur stuff, man.
Yeah.
Otherworld stuff. It's like, for me, especially, I mean, maybe classic Claremont Excalibur was better. I still have to brush up on that, but the current run is always the same thing. Jubilee with Shogo and Otherworld and Betsy Braddock. It's the same thing that they've been doing the whole time since Hoxpox. And that's what this is. What is it? Knights of X1?
Yep.
I thought it was boring, difficult to get through, not interesting.
Yeah. It's unfortunate because, we had access to a couple books that I was excited for.
Me too.
And they weren't great.
Right. And they're not, and
this is a big week for comics. There's a bunch of books coming out this week.
Should I tell you what's on my poll?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I'm looking forward to, right? So, big week for DC, right?
Yeah.
DC's got... Okay, so you have Justice League 75, Death of Justice League. So I'm not reading Justice League.
Is that the final one or just story arc?
I thought it's a story arc.
Okay, yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Dark Knight of Steel 6 coming out. Are you reading that? Great series, man. That's a quick, good read, I think.
I have the first one.
Yeah, the first one's a good hook.
Yeah.
Robin's coming out, Joker's coming out, Swamp Thing's back. What issue 12? And
I want that Swamp Thing. We talked about it on a couple 2 months ago. The Swamp Thing Health thing. They haven't come out with issue 2 yet. That Black Label one.
Oh, I love that one.
It was so good.
Was that Jeff Lemire?
Yeah, that was like 2 months ago when we were doing the review show.
Yeah, and I've brushed up on a lot more Swamp Thing since then. Since I've read that, I've finished Alan Moore's run. I read Scott Snyder and Charles Soule's run. So I'm ready. That issue 1 was really strong.
Yeah, it was.
And it played a lot with the realms, the red, the black, the green, and all that. So I'm there for it.
Yeah.
Punisher 2 comes out today.
There you go.
Or tomorrow. What's today?
Forward to that.
This week?
Oh, Wednesday. Yeah, 2 days.
Carnage 2 I have on my list.
The A cover for Carnage is pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's nice.
Last Ronin 5 comes out.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah. Oh, I read Gunslinger Spawn. I've been liking all the Spawn stuff. You're not reading?
No, I do. I get all the Spawns.
And last one, We Have Demons 2. I just remember liking We Have Demons 1 and somebody commenting
That's
recently.
the Dark Horse one, right?
Yes. Yeah, it is. I don't really remember issue 1 though.
Yeah.
I got to read issue 2 to try to figure out and remember where I was at.
Yeah, that's the Capullo Snyder book.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
okay.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have number 1. I think there's going to be some exclusives coming out for that. I'll be talking about those in the future. But it's going to be pretty cool.
Another Gemmin exclusive announcement.
yeah, don't say nothing. You're killing me. But a lot of great books coming out this week. Really looking forward to it. And I need to get caught up on my Spawn, but that's another title that I don't pass up because of the $2.99 price point.
Yeah.
So I bought all the covers that come out. I wish they were still doing 4 covers. They're only doing 2 now.
Mm-hmm.
And because they were great. They're really good covers and stuff.
Sure. So hold on, what's going on with JL75? He's saying looks like that's the last one for a while. What does that mean?
Which one?
The Justice League 75? Does this start the Death of Justice League arc?
Yeah, no, 75. He said BJ says 75 is the final issue of Justice League.
It's the final issue of Justice League, but it sets off the Death of Justice League story, or am I tripping?
I think it was just the Death of Justice League, and maybe they redo it, maybe they reboot it or something like that.
Okay.
I was curious about that as well when I saw the cover because the cover is like just says the Death of the Justice League.
Yeah, it gives you like Death of Superman vibes almost.
Exactly. We'll have to find out. I don't get early copies of DC books.
Me neither.
Come on,
buy
DC.
Physical.
Come on, DC.
Well, you don't want to give us early copies so we can just tell everybody how that sucked?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, DC. Sorry, Marvel. Appreciate. Keep on sending them though. Even though that's your big main book.
We give praise where it's due, but we got to keep it real where it's due,
Yeah. Some of the covers are great.
Not the A cover.
Not the A cover. Sorry, not the main one. Let's see. I'm just kind of looking through the chat here. Mike Knight puts the focus on the New Age Justice League. Nope.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Okay. Justice League is. I'm curious about that. I haven't been on Justice League for a while. So
I dropped it. I was on it, but it started to get I don't know, it started to just get boring.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. A lot of them do, unfortunately.
Yeah.
What other stuff? I mean, you were telling me the other day or yesterday about how much you're reading lately.
Oh, I'm
why
devouring.
Why are you reading so much?
I just get into moods where I really want to read omnibus and I really want to knock out chunks of story, and like, I don't know, I get into these moods, and then I get into moods where I don't feel like reading at all because I read so many weekly issues. For me, I mean, I gotta read 20 to 30 issues a week.
Yeah.
So sometimes, like, I read those as we get them: Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So then I film the new comic book day reviews, and then Wednesday through, well, it's really just Wednesday and Thursday before we start getting new comics. Sometimes I don't feel like reading anymore, but now I just found myself and I think maybe because I'm reading more modern stuff that I'm able to just breeze through it. When you start to go to Bronze Age and Silver Age, you start to slog a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't flow as freely as more modern books. So I've been knocking out a ton of modern, like DC and Marvel omnis.
Yeah. Right
now I'm reading Jason Aaron's Thor omnibus, which I believe comes out this week. Got that actually a little bit early too, which is great. So I've been really enjoying that. I think I'm like 3/4 of the way through. And if you guys look at my channel, I just dropped the reviews. Boom, boom. I had to do maybe 10 omnibus reviews in like the last month or so. Yeah. So it's a lot because you're reading a lot of issues on top of the weekly stuff.
And you retain all this knowledge?
No,
it's just out in one ear, out the other.
No,
in one ear, make a video out, done.
What I mentioned, I think, on our stream yesterday was that the more I've been doing this, the better the retention is. So I read, I'll smoke, I'll read, like I'll retain it much more. And talking about it, that's what I always say. Talking about the books, you're kind of getting your thoughts out there, and then you remember talking about it more than reading it. And that's how I ended up, I retained more so, I think. If I didn't talk about it and review it and I just kept it all in here, who knows what the hell I even retained, you know? Yeah. So talking about it, doing the reviews, then having like those monthly shows every now and then with you guys or just interacting with the comments helps you retain all that.
Yeah, those are a lot of fun. Yeah, I kind of miss doing those monthly shows. You know, obviously things are kind of changed. But
it's kind of too long for me, those shows, man.
I know. I see you sleeping. I see he's kind of dozing off.
I can't. After an hour live stream for me is like, all right, I'm done.
No, I hear it. But yeah, Robbie can go. I mean, that's one thing about Robbie.
Yeah, he'll go by himself for 3-4 hours.
Yeah, but he'll do a movie review on an hour and a half movie that lasts 3 hours. The review is 3 hours long. The movie's only an hour and a half long.
And then he'll do the movie review, and then he'll do a creator interview after that. I'm like, those guys is working, man.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Robbie. He just covered a Comic-Con as well. I saw him on stage with Jim Starlin, I believe.
Yeah.
I think he was with someone else as well. But pretty cool. He was hosting the Jim Starlin's a good dude.
Yeah.
He's hosted with Chris Claremont also.
Cool.
So that's very cool.
So some classic.
And like you said, I'll be down there for a free comic book day. That's all right.
We established that today.
Yeah, exactly. I'm looking forward to seeing him.
I'm
looking forward to going to a shop.
I'm looking forward to seeing him because we got to blaze one up.
Yeah, that's exactly what me and Robbie.
Not like this guy.
Yeah, what did you call me?
A square.
Square, yeah, I'm square. Sorry.
I'm joking.
That's all right. You know what?
It would have been cool. We would have fogged out the bus, though. That would have been pretty cool.
I got incense. We can light a thing.
Well, we could fog it out, and then we could light the incense to get rid of the smell.
Yeah. How about we just skip that part? We just do the sea breeze incense instead. But so what's obviously every week you read all the books.
Well, I read all the books that I read. Robbie reads all the books, and I love how this show's about Robbie because we like him and respect him so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
I always find myself talking about Robbie.
Me too,
because I admire the guy.
I'm a fan.
Yeah.
So, but I'll drop titles which he won't.
Yeah.
So if something is like tough to get through, I'll just drop that. So, my pull list is, like I said, maybe about, what am I doing? Maybe 20 books on the average.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
What's your favorite right now?
I don't know. It's hard to say because it's hard to compare.
Anything from Marvel right now that you really like?
I really like Thor.
Okay.
I really like.
What about the new Venom run? You like that?
No, not really liking that. What else is going on in Marvel?
They had the recent Death of Wolverine story arcs and stuff. Did you like any of those?
Death of Wolverine? No. You think about something else, right?
No, they were doing the Death and Life of Wolverine. Something like
10 Deaths. No, that wasn't really that good either. There's a couple of Marvel titles. If you guys say in the comments, I'm definitely digging Thor.
What about Fantastic Four? Something like that?
I'm not reading Fantastic Four. Not reading Strange Academy anymore. I don't know. I'm just trying a lot of new stuff that Marvel's doing. Yeah. What am I sticking with that's big? I'm sticking with Hulk, but I'm not liking it.
I heard it's gotten better.
Nah, I don't think so. What is good right now, man? Moon Knight is okay. Yeah, I think it's okay. I'm liking a lot more stuff from DC. They tend to get my pick of the week, which I'm more of like a Marvel fan, but I feel like their weekly issues just have stronger titles. Like my man said, Punisher. Yeah, I mean, issue 2 comes out. Like I'm trying every #1 for sure.
Did you like #1 Punisher?
I did like #1 Punisher. I want to see where it goes. We had a big talk about this last night over dinner. Took him out to Corlitos, little local place here. Had some arrachera steak.
Now he devoured a steak.
Shit was good, man.
I wasn't even halfway done. And he was already
I was
already on to his wife's plate.
I was telling him, just like this coffee, like that's a treat for me. I don't really eat out like that because I've been on this diet. I've been so strict, just cooking my own food and everything. But I was like, yo, I'll do a steak with a baked potato. Like the only thing is, like, you don't know what restaurants do. They are using a lot of butter, or are they putting brown sugar, this and that. But I did all right. Lost some weight this morning.
Yeah, that's good.
Because I had a couple high calorie days.
He's really into this weight loss. He's making me feel really like a piece of garbage.
I'm sorry to make you feel that way, but I'm very eccentric, man. In anything I do, anything I like, I have to go fucking full force, man.
There you go, Comic Doc. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. I appreciate that. Let me just say something really quick. So, back in the day when I first saw Gem Mint and his channel and stuff, and some of his,
he's gonna tell you how he hated me.
Well, that's not the word I used. That's not the word I used at all.
That's what he would say.
But I was like, I saw this guy and I was like, man, this guy's too cool for me. And probably not. We probably wouldn't get along.
Right.
And that was my initial assumption of Gem Mint.
Boy, was he wrong.
I was totally wrong. Because not only was I wrong, but as time went on, as we kind of got to know each other, he's the opposite of what I thought. He is a homebody. He likes to stay home. He has no friends.
No.
He's a family man.
Well, I have friends, but I don't have really a lot of like, let's go out to the club friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's a family man disguised as as a cool guy or something like that. So
be cool, man. No.
Yeah, so we actually have a lot in common.
No,
we're both very family oriented and stuff like that, and kind of keep a close circle.
Even though you didn't even see my kids.
Yeah, they kind of hide.
They just stay in their room.
It's kind of when I was down at the Road Trader Eric's. He has 2 daughters and stuff. Barely saw him for like 4 days, stuff like that. That's just kind of the generation or whatnot. You know? But my initial assumption was totally opposite.
Why you shouldn't be making assumptions about people?
Well, it's not like I just gave up. I took the initiative to get to know you and stuff like that. And finally I was like, okay, this guy's not bad. And so I really enjoy Mr. Gem Mint here. Appreciate it. And stuff, and his wife as well. Yeah. And she doesn't believe my real name.
She doesn't believe it, yeah.
Yeah, I tell her my name's Travis. She says, no, it's not.
It's hard to believe.
I'm like, okay. I even told them the story about it, and they still don't believe me. But the assumptions that you get from this guy, it might be a little different. So he's very, very kind, very family oriented, and very kind of, he calls me a square, but really,
I'm the square.
You're the square. I'm traveling the country, seeing the world. You barely leave your house.
I just read a lot of comics.
Yeah, there you go. So I think you're the square on this one, buddy.
We're both doing what we want to do, though. That's the most important thing.
Exactly.
What you're doing sounds like a nightmare to me. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I would do it.
As he rests his feet on my toilet right now, is what he's doing.
It's got a nice cover over it.
Yeah, I did that on purpose. I was hoping you'd use it
as a footrest.
Yeah.
Or use it as a toilet.
Well, if you want to, actually, no. This is a one ass toilet right here. This is
one per.
This is not a communal toilet. This is a one ass.
It's not a public urinal. Gotcha.
Exactly. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else are we thinking about here? I want to give people an update on what I'm going to be doing the rest of the week.
Sure.
So right now I'm visiting Gem Mint here in El Paso. There's a few people out here in El Paso I'm going to hang out with as well for the next couple of days.
Okay.
And obviously, Texas is a very big state.
And you're far away from any other city right now. Though.
Yeah. So I'm going to be heading towards Dallas towards the end of the week.
Mm-hmm.
And
so you're going to have about 10, 12 miles open road.
10, 12 miles?
It's hours.
Yeah. Which I'm looking forward to. I like that stuff.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of BLM land, which is Bureau of Land Management. It's all free land that you can camp on.
Oh, when you said that yesterday, I thought you were talking about something else.
Yeah, a lot of people get it mixed up with something else.
I was like, Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter land.
I mean, I heard they were buying mansions and shit. But
yeah, no.
Anyway.
BLM land has been around a lot longer
Okay.
than the new phrase for it. So, but anyway, what I want to do is, for the last couple of weeks, I've been kind of going and hitting shops and busy for the most part every day. I have some time in between where I need to get the Robbies, and right now, about 2 weeks,
Right.
I want to get to someplace and like just relax for a few days.
Okay.
I've filmed a bunch of shops. I need to put together like 3 or 4 videos from shops I've already went to.
Got a lot of editing to do.
Yeah, so I have content that I will make and still put out, but I want to take a little breather and go camp and stuff like that, because I don't know if you saw my Instagram, but I found this place in Utah that was just beautiful as a campsite, and I camped there for one night, and I had to be at my daughter's the next day. If that wasn't the case, I would have stayed there a week. It was gorgeous.
I've been keeping up to date with your travels. Yeah. I look at that more so than the comic store videos. Yeah. I'm looking at more of like the locations you're at.
I'm hoping so. I like doing that.
Because you were in the sand place. What was
White
that?
Sands.
You was in the White Sands.
Which is just a few hours away, and he's never been there.
Well, they tell me all the time, you got to go to Carlsbad. You got to go to this and that. You got to go. And I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, sure.
He just wants
no intention to doing that.
But no, that White Sands National Park was great. I mean, that's I have the National Park Pass, so I can get in for free, and it's for all the national parks. It's the Keep America Beautiful Pass or whatever it's called.
Gotcha.
So it's great. So I just got in there for free and enjoyed the day. But yeah, if you want to follow me on Instagram, I put stuff on there daily from where I'm traveling, where I'm going, and post as much pictures as I can.
Because he doesn't have to edit it and put out a video for it.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to do. It's just quicker.
No, it's a good way to follow. No, for sure.
Yeah, and I can get people updated faster
right away
by doing that. So follow me on Instagram. It's the same name, Comics with Bueller.
Right.
Same thing. And but yeah, so this week that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be here for a few days, hanging out with a few good people.
Gotcha.
Got to stay here with Jim today or yesterday and stuff like that. So this has been fun. And then I'll head down towards Dallas. There's some people there. I mean, there's people all over Texas and stuff. And then eventually I'll be heading through to where Robbie is in Alabama.
Sweet home Alabama.
It's not Sweet Home.
For Robbie it is.
It's I can't remember what it is. But anyway, from Alabama, when I'm there for a while, I basically have about 8 days to get to Florida. And Florida is just about 9 hours away from where I need to go. So that's not a problem. So
Florida's tough, man. You gotta go through the whole panhandle, then you gotta go all the way down. Because you're gonna go to Orlando is MegaCon, right? Or
I think it's Orlando.
So you don't really have to go to South Florida.
Yeah. But I probably will. Because I'll take my time in Florida. Because once I get to Florida and do the whole Comic-Con thing there for MegaCon, I don't have to be back in Oregon until June 14th.
What about San Diego Comic-Con?
I don't want to go to it.
What?
You're
crazy. That's where everyone's gonna be.
Where the hell am I gonna park the bus?
Park that shit at the hotel. Well, we're all gonna be there, I'm sure. So you could just.
It's a place maybe once in my lifetime I'll go to, but it's just so massive. You know, and I'm surprised that you would want to go.
I love going there. First of all,
you realize you have to leave your house.
And I don't like that part. But so the fact that I want to go there should let you know how much fun it is to go. The fact that I want to go. New York Comic Con is the most fun.
Yeah.
San Diego is next.
Okay.
For me. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to New York.
You're going to go to New York Comic Con?
Yeah.
So you're not worried about parking the van in New York City and Manhattan?
I got hookups.
Oh, now you got a hookup.
Blackbox Comics.
There you go.
There you go, my buddy Dimitri.
I'm sure Whatnot could hook up some parking space in San Diego.
I'm going to park the bus on the show. I'm parking the bus on the show floor.
They should let you park it in the front somewhere, not for nothing.
Yeah.
You know, in that big swale area they got.
In the Whatnot booth. That was the plan.
That would be good, actually.
That's what they wanted. They wanted to park the bus in the
So
Whatnot
you're worried about
booth.
parking. You got the best parking in the house.
There you go. So what's the problem?
That's what I'm asking you.
I don't know. But yeah, New York. I'll go to C2E2. I'm going to go to Baltimore. All the bigger ones. But I just don't know about San Diego. Maybe.
I don't know how that's one of the biggest ones.
I know it is. That's why.
I've never been to C2E2.
You haven't?
Never been there. Then everyone always tells me about
Have you been to Yeah, you were at MegaCon because you used to live there.
No, I never went there.
Oh, you never left there?
I never used to go to cons before I moved out to El Paso, really. I used to go to the Mississippi once a month show in Miami for books, which was just a book con. Terrificon, everyone says I should go to as well, which is all comics.
Sure.
You know,
that's what we missed. We were talking about that yesterday. It's like
they don't have a lot of vendors.
Yeah, there's a handful of vendors. It's all other stuff.
Yeah,
and we missed the comic booth related cons. Because it used to. I mean, back in my day, when like in 1990, when I was like 15, 16 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, you were like 1.
I was like 7.
But the comic conventions were 90% comic books.
Right, for sure.
In a big hall, in a big, huge, Coliseum or whatnot.
Right.
It was all comic books and stuff. That's not the case how it is now. It's
right.
the opposite. It's 10% comics and 90% car insurance. And
then you had anime and
exactly
all that stuff.
Now you dressed up yesterday, right? What was your costume yesterday?
What did I wear yesterday? No. My boy Faithful Steve was dressed up, but I didn't see him out there. His wife saw us.
Yeah.
But she didn't say hello. But it's okay. But like I said, Bueller wanted to leave right away, so we weren't.
I did not want to leave right away.
Look, we walked the floor. We all spent some money. We saw what we had to see.
Yeah. And he wanted to get home.
I asked you. I said, "You ready to go?" I'm like, we kind of saw everything.
You asked me that like 10 times.
Yeah.
You ready to go? You ready to go?
I did not.
I'm like, what? Sure. Well, okay. But yeah, no, he was, it was a good time. So I enjoyed it. I wasn't really anticipating going to the con.
Right.
It just kind of happened that we just kind of didn't. But like you said, your buddy hooked us up with the tickets.
Yeah.
So that was great. Didn't cost us nothing. And I only spent like $20 at the con, bought some books, and I think I got one book in there that's worth that. So
boom, there you go.
Yeah.
Quick flip. See, if you got your Whatnot account going, you could have made your money back right away.
So let me ask you real quick.
Yes.
Since you just brought that up,
Yeah.
I know you're selling on Whatnot.
Yeah.
I haven't used it. I'm a little hesitant because I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh my God. If you've done YouTube auctions, which I know you've had,
yes,
this is so much more efficient. You'll never do a YouTube auction again. I know you think I'll always do YouTube auctions and I have my core people here. You're not going to want to do it because it's so streamlined. The payment, the shipping, the functionality. It's so easy. It's like you can accomplish what takes 7 hours on a YouTube auction in 1 hour on Whatnot.
Okay.
It's so hard to go back after you do that because it's so easy. And I don't know, just the shipping. You don't get the money for shipping and you don't have to pay for shipping. That's all done behind the scenes. Yeah. So all you do is print a label. The shipping is between them and Whatnot.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing to do with it because I don't know about you. When you do your auctions on YouTube, right? Let's say you get $1,000.
Sure.
And you're like, wow, I made $1,000. Then after you ship everything, you're like, fuck, I got like $800 now. You know?
Yeah, $600.
You always only had $800, but you felt like you had more because you took in all the money and now you got to put out for shipping.
I call that D-Day. When you go to the shipping and
time to pay the piper.
You do like 40 transactions that are all to the post office.
Right. So here's the thing. So Whatnot, it totally eliminates that. You list your item and the approximate weight. It'll charge them shipping based on that and their address. And like I said, you'll get the money for the book, but that shipping shit all happens behind the scenes.
Does the shipping do like if somebody buys multiple things from you?
It combines. It really just adds $1 for everything they buy, I think.
Okay. I really don't know, and this is information I need to know because I'm supposed to do some auctions on there.
Yeah.
And I really don't know. So this is information I didn't know about. So I appreciate you telling me.
Right.
And stuff. But also I want to ask, I've watched some auctions. So do you list like you type in like the stuff that you're selling like on the screen?
So I do. So you have that stack of books. So I would input them all with what title and the approximate condition. And what you really should also do is the approximate value. Because your viewers will really enjoy it if you say, listen, this book sells for like $50. Try not to overbid.
Yeah.
Hopefully you get it for less. Maybe you get it for 50. Maybe someone says fuck it and pays 60, whatever. But it kind of helps people to get an idea of the value. Now that's time consuming. So what some people do is say comic lot 1, and there's 100 lots, and then it'll just generate them all. And then you just have to do some kind of bookkeeping on the back end. So you're like, all right, this is comic lot 1. All right. Put comic lot 1 when it sells, and then okay, this is lot 2, and then maybe put a post-it on it because you don't have anything listed. So it saves you time if you do it that way. But for me, I'd rather like to list exactly what it is so that when I go to ship, there's no confusion.
Yeah.
A post-it fell off or something, and now you're like, shit, what the hell was this lot? I don't know. You know.
So you're shooting the live feed for the auction like on a phone?
Yes.
And do you have like your laptop going at the same time with all the information?
Now you can. When we first started, it was all phone, but now you can do it on your laptop. I've yet to run it that way. I usually have my laptop there just playing music, but I probably will do that. I'll probably set up my camera more like this, and instead of touching the phone to run stuff, I'll just run it from the laptop. So
yeah,
maybe,
that makes more sense.
Because right now I usually just do it with my phones looking at the comic.
Yeah.
But I think it's more fun when you see me holding the book and me and Steph and like you do it right here would be perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
It would be like your regular show.
Perfect, yeah.
You know, so yeah, you could do it with the computer like that too.
And it's also have like I've noticed that like giveaways are integrated into the thing.
Yeah, so they have like you could add an auction, a buy it now, or a giveaway, and you can set up giveaways because it will charge you for the shipping, which is no big deal.
Sure.
And then you set the weight, so really, man, you can put it whatever the hell you want.
Yeah.
Whatnot is eating a lot of shipping costs for sellers right now, which is cool because I always try to err on the side of the customer and make sure that they're not paying $50 for an omnibus. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't select what type of method. It's going to ship priority USPS no matter what.
Okay.
But again, that's really between them and them. So what I like to do is kind of just err on the side of the customer with the weight, if you kind of are catching my drift, and then whatnot will eat the difference. So
nice. Dude, I'm learning.
Yeah.
I should learn this a while ago, to be honest with you.
No. You just got to do it, is really what it is. It's nothing that you're going to be able to learn until you freaking schedule it, load it up yourself, get a feel for how it flows and how you run something. You could start it at $1. You can start it at whatever. You could do 15 seconds to 15 minutes for a timer. It doesn't matter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought they were just like 1 or 2 minute auctions, but you can do longer?
You could do longer, you could do less, because what happens is when bids come in, it'll automatically add 10 seconds on the timer if bids come in under 10 seconds. So another thing, you don't have to worry about the end line. You don't got to worry about lag. All the timer stuff is built in as well. All the bids are built in. You don't have to be the auctioneer.
Yeah.
It does everything.
Okay. I guess I got some work to do.
It's crazy, right?
Hey guys, if you have any questions for us, let us know. Put a question mark by it. We're almost at about an hour right now. This has been a lot of fun hanging out with Jim and having coffee. He wanted to. He first said, "I want him on a coffee show."
Well, I'm like, listen, it's only right. You come to my house, we'll do something on my set, and then I'll do something on your set. Like that would be such a wasted opportunity if we didn't do something with me on the bus. I would be personally offended.
Yeah, he likes the bus.
Of course.
Yes, it's not that seat's comfortable, isn't it?
I like how it's got the thing right here.
Yeah, shows up on the screen and everything.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's perfect.
And this was the. I mean, like I was telling you, this is all wood from the coffee set.
Right.
And this was the marquee that had our names on it.
Nice.
Like I said, the coffee was Bob, and mine's the comics.
You keep it alive. I like the wood on the top.
Yeah, I did it all myself, man. I was a little nervous putting this thing together, but you know what? It turned out okay. I mean, I was telling you that I've had some little issues.
No, I've heard. Believe me. I got an earful.
Yeah. It was good stuff. I didn't mind it. John says, how's the new Ghost Rider? You reading that?
Yeah, I am reading. I love it. I was sad that they canceled the Chris Cantwell run. Yeah. I love it. They're playing with this idea that Johnny Blaze had a lobotomy and isn't sure if that was real or not.
Yeah. That
he was actually the spirit of vengeance, that he was the king of hell and all that kind of stuff. And I think they kind of broke away from that a little bit with the most recent issues, but that's kind of like the premise, I guess. It's cool, man.
Yeah. They're only on like issue 2, I think.
I think they're only on but I think they kind of jumped away. I thought they were going to play with that more.
Yeah.
But in issue 2, I think they've already kind of like established that he knows it was real. And I was like, damn, they should have played with that a little bit. But I still like it. I love Johnny Blaze and Ghost Rider shit.
T-Max says, when did Jim Mint turn into Bob Marley?
Well, I just turned back into Bob Marley.
Yeah, I think he's like the shirt as well. What'd you call that shirt?
This is I called it my Zach Morris, which is from
Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell, but it's also my Jim Brewer. Yeah. So I found this at the thrift. Remember, could I go with her?
Yeah.
So this is a thrift store. I was like Miami Beach with the fucking Miami Vice letters.
That's awesome.
And the tie dye. I was like, I didn't want to come off like a stoner, but I was like, this is pretty fly. But I just
a little too early in the morning for that shirt, to be honest with you. A little too bright.
I from the gas station. Everyone's wearing, construction clothes, going to work. I busted there. I smoked a bowl. I'm in there with a tie-dye shirt getting coffee. I know they were mad. But anyway, I used to smoke back in the day. I quit smoking to get the job that I only planned to stay at for a little bit. I was there 14 years. And now throughout that 14 years, because Fee has been smoking for a long time, I tried to hit it here and there. Totally blew my mind. Paranoid, freak out, can't do it. I tried like 5 different times. And then I quit my job, right? And I did to do YouTube full time.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I want to hit the weed again. Freaked out again, couldn't chill. And then like a few months ago, I was like, man, I got to be able to get back into my vibe, right? So I hit this shit with Fee. And then I was like, let me take it slow, got back into it, and then boom. Like I never left. So it took me a while to get back into it.
Yeah. Do you think your losing weight has helped a little bit?
I don't know. So it just happened to be, I had like lost like 60 pounds before I started smoking again anyway. So it wasn't really like there was a correlation. I think if anything, sometimes I'll get the munchies. It'll be hard. And I'll have one of them high calorie days, which is me eating like peanut butter, bananas, and chocolate, semi-sweet chocolate chips. It's like not really that bad, but it's just more than I budgeted for the day or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm just relaxing, man. I'm working out, letting the muscles relaxing my mind, my body.
Now he's like he's like, hey man, do you mind if I smoke? And I'm like, no, I don't smoke anymore. I have in the past, but I'm from Oregon, so I'm very used to it.
No.
So it's not that big of a deal.
I knew where you were from, and I was like, you've been around this shit a long time, man.
Yeah, Oregon passed a law a few years back to where everyone could have 3 plants. And everyone, like kids, can have 3 plants growing in their front yard if they want to.
I'm with it.
So it's very common to us, so it's not that big of a deal.
They should legalize that shit.
There
for
you
sure.
go. Let's see. You might help me out with this one. DPE says, Bueller, what shops you visiting here in El Paso? What shops should I visit? Obviously, you know the area.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely got to go to All Star. You definitely got to go. You should go to Asylum. All Star is going to be the best one visually. Aesthetically, it's going to be the best one.
Okay.
All Star is going to have more back issues. It's not a lot. It's not a lot, but that's what everyone's going to tell you out here.
Sure.
I don't know why. You can go to Old Major. You could go with me when I pick up these DC books. Maybe, I don't know. It depends where you are. But I might not even get them until tomorrow. But Old Major, I think there's only those 3 right now.
Okay. That's not. I'm surprised because this is a big city. Are you missing some?
There was 2 that recently closed. Mayhem closed. There was another one that was in the Northeast that closed. They have this one called Black Sheep Comics, but it's really small. It's like really a small bay in front. No, it's not really worth it to me.
All right. Well, I'll have to check those out.
Yeah.
Mod DJ says I want Bueller to try Circle K coffee.
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Right.
I wish I had more. I drank it all.
It's just right down the street, so.
Yeah.
Road Trader with another $5 super chat. 100 likes. Anyone want 5 free presses? Reach out. Mention the Bueller and Jim Mint live stream, and I will hook you up. Like I said before, and I was telling you, the Road Trader in Utah, he's a presser and a cleaner.
Right.
Awesome job. He does all the pressing and cleaning for the whole state of Utah.
Damn.
And he's got a degree in handling like historical documents and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. So he knows how to deal with the type of sensitive material.
Yeah. He's fully insured. He's got multiple press units.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's got 20 or something like that.
Damn.
And this is what I was telling you this because we were talking about.
You mentioned him yesterday.
Yeah. We were talking about how we've been able to turn this into to make a living in what we're doing.
Yeah.
He's a perfect example.
Right.
And I was telling you, he has a channel. It doesn't have a tremendous amount of subscribers, but from the subscribers he has,
that's what we were talking about.
He's been able to turn that into a business, and that's helped him. Other stuff, obviously, as well, because he does local stuff. But since he's been doing his channel, he's gotten a lot more business to do presses. And this guy is a full-time presser now.
That's it.
He's got a wife, kids, and all that stuff.
This kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier. You don't have to be a YouTuber.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be comic books. I'm a firm believer of whatever you're passionate about, whatever you're into, whatever you're knowledgeable about, whether you can share to teach somebody or just share having fun with someone. Like me, I'm not a comic book YouTuber that really teaches people a lot. I'm more of like a regular guy that reads shit.
I've never learned anything from you.
Right. Because I'm not that guy that's going to break down the whole story. I'm going to just give you my interpretation and did I like it or not, So you don't have to be a subject matter expert either. You just have to be passionate about it. And I think that there's definitely a way to monetize that and eventually, make it your full-time thing if that's what you want to do.
Yeah. Paulo says, when are you coming to Jersey? Well, probably around when New York Comic Con is going on, because I'll be there for that. So I'm hoping to be there for a while. Let's see. I think we're almost done here. Just kind of looking here.
I usually take my youngest to school right now around 8, so I'm trying to see if she needs me to drive her real quick.
Gold Gauntlet says, Jim, you're looking great with the weight loss. Awesome.
Thank you.
It does look pretty good. I gotta give him credit.
Appreciate it.
Two Gun Pedro, how you doing? Taki, hello, how you doing? All right, man. I think we should wrap it up. We've been on here a little over an hour.
All right, you know that's my limit.
Yeah, that's what you said before. So.
Nah, I could have did a little bit more, but nah.
Yeah.
I mean, sounds like we covered everything. You covered what you've done since we were out here, and where you're going next. So shoot, man.
So what do you have coming out this week? I know you were working on some videos, and I guess there's something going on with your statues, and they just revealed a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, Prime One Studio just had their Next Level Showcase 4, where they revealed a ton of new statues, and it's a 3-hour thing that they do as a live premiere. And for me, there's a lot of great licenses that I don't necessarily collect. Like, I don't care about Ultraman. I'm not really into Aliens or Predator. So I made a highlight video where I kind of picked out the things that I thought were really cool.
Yeah.
Introduced the footage that Prime One showcased there, and they gave my kind of commentary and thoughts on it afterwards. So I don't know, there was probably 8 or so awesome pieces that I'm going to highlight. The video comes out in less than an hour.
Nice.
And then I've been getting some statues in. I got a Spider-Man life-size bust that I'm going to be premiering that review tomorrow. The weekly comic reviews Wednesday.
Oh, you just got that Spider-Man one.
I just got that one.
That's pretty cool.
I got a Deadpool one I got to do the review for. I got to unbox today. So I'm working, man. Reading Thor.
Nice.
Probably finish that and drop that review later this week as well. I'm excited, man. I'm talking about it. I'm into the stuff I got going on right now. So make sure, come through and check it out.
So you got a busy week ahead.
I got a busy week. Yeah.
We got another question real quick. TMX says, when will Robbie, Jim, Bueller, Tom, and Reggie get together?
Well, like I said, I need to get a workout session in with Reggie.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll teach me a lot. I'm sure I have bad form in some things.
Yeah.
But I would love to do that. I'm definitely trying to blaze a few with those that partake. I'm sure during these cons is gonna be when you're gonna see that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I will say one of those guys I don't care for. I'm just gonna leave it at that. No, I'm just kidding.
Out of Reggie, Tom, and Robbie.
Yeah, and you're in there too.
Oh, and I'm in there.
Yeah, one of those guys. I don't like it. No, just kidding. All good friends of ours.
Yeah.
As far as I go, what I have coming up, I'll have a video tomorrow on a couple comic shops I went to in Albuquerque. Twin Sons Comics, which they had a bunch of statues. You'd appreciate that shop.
Yeah. See, here they don't really have those.
Yeah, he was. They were mainly statues and games with some comics.
See, I would have bought some statues. Like, I'm down to buy older pieces that I maybe I've owned and sold, or that I just never picked up.
Yeah, they had a couple of really cool Joker 1/3 scales.
Oh, see,
pretty cool.
I'm actually looking for one.
Yeah, it'll be on the video. Watch it.
I will. Yeah,
there you go. And I went to another comic shop. It'll be in the video. It was a auto parts store.
Oh, you told me that
had comic books.
I want to see that actually.
It's not a very long video because there wasn't too much to shoot, but it was just a unique store, and I'll show you the books. I actually got more books there than I've gotten in any other shop, and really good deal. So you'll want to see the books.
I mean, if you want to, you should go see the Black Sheep comics. It's like a little closet. Maybe you should go get some footage.
I like that stuff.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's cool. Oh, you know where we should go? Damn, even though I'm making plans with you now, I have to record with Tom today. I don't even know what I got going on. There's an antique store right here that has, like, you go in there, they'll have carded Spawn figures, they'll have action figures. It's like a dope store like that. I don't know.
You're not used to hanging out with friends, are you?
Not really. No. Well, my wife, just my beautiful wife.
Having a buddy to go out with or something, So I got that coming out tomorrow. Then my preview video on Wednesday, the normal video. You guys all know about that. And then I'll probably have another comic video, shop video, out on Friday this week as well. So those will probably be the 3 videos I have. Jim, thank you so much for being on the Coffee and Comic Show.
I insisted that I be on it.
And thanks for letting me hang out for the day.
For sure.
At the house. It was a lot of fun getting to know you and Fee and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And this is what it's all about. Traveling the country, meeting people that you've not met in person before, going to different places, experiencing them. And you know what, like I've been saying, living your best life. And I think we can both say that we're doing that right now.
Trying to, man.
So really looking forward to your next adventure with the house.
Me too.
Looking forward to seeing how that unfolds.
For
and
sure.
Everything. I just want to say everything. Thanks for watching, everybody. We still got 150 people watching. This has been a great show. And
Yeah.
before I lose it here,
He was hitting the weed too hard. I told you, man.
it's rubbing off on me. I was trying to hold it together yesterday when there was smoke everywhere. I was like,
Oh yeah.
Okay,
No,
yeah.
but you held it down.
I did.
You've been in that environment before.
Yeah, so just kind of good old comfort at home or something. But thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate you. This has been awesome. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know what to do, and don't forget to live your best life. We'll see you next time. Bye. Good stuff, man.